guys, it's Jay from EasyRN, and we're going to talk about the heart and the flow of blood in the heart. This is going to be a pretty cut and dry video on just how the deoxygenated blood runs through the heart into the lungs, and the oxygenated blood follows through into the aorta and eventually to the rest of the body. So we've got the blue arrows representing the deoxygenated blood, and we've got the red arrows representing oxygenated blood. Now I wrote here, let's just make it pretty simple, the acronyms: right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, left ventricle, and then we're going to talk about the tricuspid valve, pulmonic valve, aortic valve, and the mitral valve or the bicuspid valve. So we have the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava delivering deoxygenated blood into the right atrium. Now the right atrium, the blood in the right atrium passes through the tricuspid valve into the right ventricle. The right ventricle's blood goes into the pulmonic valve, eventually into the pulmonary artery. So we've got the blood from the right ventricle going through the pulmonic valve into the pulmonary artery that branches into both lungs. And then the deoxygenated blood goes into the lungs, and then the oxygen carbon dioxide transfer process occurs, and the oxygenated blood from the lungs eventually go back into the heart via the pulmonary veins into the left atrium. This valve is called the mitral valve or the bicuspid valve, into the left ventricle, and then you have the blood from the left ventricle going into the aortic valve, and eventually this is the aorta, and then all the way into the body.